Atlanta, authorities say the death of a Centers for Disease Control and Prevention employee whose body was found in a river in Atlanta has been ruled a suicide. Steve Bannon, a former advisor to President Trump, expects the commander-in-chief will fire Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein very shortly if the Justice Department official doesn't follow his orders. President Trump touted his support for Fox News pundit Tomi Lahren Wednesday morning after a critic threw a drink at her over the weekend. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said President Trump is responsible for rising gas prices, and said that trend has already wiped out the effects of the Republican tax cut. A key Senate committee on Wednesday advanced legislation that would help the U.S. prevent and respond to pandemics, just as deaths from Ebola are rising overseas. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo snapped at Rep. Gregory Meeks, DNY, on Wednesday after Meeks asked if it's fair to say he does not care about diplomatic security. Two pilots safely ejected from an Air Force T-38C Talon II supersonic jet trainer before the aircraft crashed in eastern Mississippi on Wednesday. House Republicans aren't done with financial regulatory relief bills. The Senate Health, Education, Labor and Pensions Committee could vote on a bill by the end of June that aims to lower pregnancy and childbirth-related deaths among women. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo testified Wednesday that the Trump administration is light years ahead of the Obama administration in its position to prevent and respond to Russian interference in U.S. elections. Former FBI Director James Comey defended the FBI's use of confidential sources Wednesday following a series of tweets from President Trump about Spygate. He also warned that attacks on and lies about the Bureau and its work will cause lasting damage to the country. Senator Mike Lee, R. Utah, suggested there is a very real possibility Justice Anthony Kennedy retires from the Supreme Court this year. President Trump's re-election campaign is expected to publicly hire GOP strategist Chris Carr Wednesday to serve as political director. Sen. Joe Manchin, DW, said Wednesday at a forum hosted by the Heritage Foundation and the Washington Examiner that the trade agenda pushed by the Trump administration was facing opposition from people inside the White House, but did not identify the individuals. The head of the Food and Drug Administration lamented that drug companies may abandon making cheaper versions of high-cost specialty drugs because the market is too hard to penetrate. All month long, women have been racking up wins in Democratic primaries, and Tuesday night was no different, as female candidates secured victories in Texas, Kentucky and Georgia.